Post the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some John, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace, straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. What you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can two.
Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
chillin' in the bill. Yeah, we again. Bottles in again. Up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new. The old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking. Snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block. Straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't that mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A-time.
and if you ain't know,
This is how it goes down.
hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey.
Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. out to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got room to roll. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Ready. Set.
They go again with Blue. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jaden Blue, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Earlier in in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 9 now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that is no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Throwing to start the drive. Simmons. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Down. Black. 95. Hut.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll will take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready. Set. 33. Yellow. Set.
Out of the gun, they run with blue. Give him 5 yards there to bring up second down. The Bengals in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ready.
2nd and 15.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Set, hunt.
Operating from the gun, Simmons. And this is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
10 black. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Walker has it. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. And some room to run now. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set, hut. 45, wide, set.
Looking to throw. Simmons. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On the ready. Ready. Set.
They go play action here on first down. Got it complete to Khalil. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is recovered by the Chargers. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Come on, set. Move 32. Hut.
Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw again. Shakir hauls it in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Set.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
22 needle. Let's go. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Blue. Fights him off. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Set. Ready.
Back to throw. Simmons. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better.
Here we go.
Got to get more help. Obviously,
Yellow,
one that should have
22.
been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Ready.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
You need to come all this way on a sustained drive like this and then have to settle for a field goal. So what a nice pickup on 3rd down. And now they're set up with 1st and goal.
Ready. Ready.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Ready.
And
Ready.
the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Black. 95. Set.
Operating from the gun. Simmons. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Slice. 97. Black force. Hut. Hut.
On the ground with a tight end. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal
Ready.
from the 2.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red.
They run for it. Here's Blue. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jaden Blue with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook, 2 yards, good enough for first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Westbrook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Ready. 10 black. Set.
On to give, this is Blue. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We money no power. Also dangerous. Y'all talk about race.
2nd down and 6 now.
Let's go. Black. 95. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Simmons. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Down. Red, 30, set.
Looking to throw. Simmons. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It's fourth down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
The Chargers first down.
On play action, they'll throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. Set.
Back to throw. Simmons. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Okay,
So
right?
the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Simmons. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ready. 45, white. Set, cut.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Pass is made. It's Shakir. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. A nice throw from the third-round pick. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Set.
Back to throw now. First down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Ready. 50, ready.
Operating from the gun, Simmons. And he'll get it down this time in the 17.
On the ball.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's third and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Bates' kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So it's fourth down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he floats one there, incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Down. 50, chop. Yellow. Set.
Throwing to start the drive. Simmons. And Escobar has it left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Set, hut. Black 40. Hut, hut.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Here we go. Set.
Operating from the gun, Simmons. Gets this into the hands of Blue. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here we go. Hut.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Come on. Set. Yellow. Set.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready, ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, complete to Escobar. And he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Set, ready. 50, green. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Simmons. Past the 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22. Set.
Now Blue trying the right side. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Red, 38. Ready.
And he'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 10 black. Hut, hut.
They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come down.
And he's going to run moving this one inside the 45-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
You want to see more, but you honestly saw life just slows you down. Your body gets out of bounds. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that you're talking about those memories.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The killer here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a handoff up the middle. Westbrook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Striker. Check striker. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Set. Hut.
Operating from the gun. Simmons. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Simmons. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
50, green. Ready?
Back to throw. Simmons. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Set.
On the carry, this is Blue. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place.
Come on, set.
No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
33, yellow. Set.
They run with Blue. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On the double.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Simmons. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Bates' kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go, set. Back to 60, back to 60. 60 by 60. Street.
He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And he is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line.
Chargers first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Up the middle they go. Westbrook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is down to 2. Makes the score Bengals 29, Chargers 27. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 45. Wide.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be complete to Blue. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Blue. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Ready. 52 Blue. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And just shedding him off there. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 21-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he will have the Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
60 red. 60 red.
And they'll indeed take a knee. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Bengals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for L.A., they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
But you never saw me coming, always starving for attention. And I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Whoa, you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like